Let me take you back to a time when I was young, when the new millennium had not yet begun. I was just a little man trying to make my way. Backstreet Boys in my tape deck every day. I'm a 90s kid for life and this is what we do. All you Y2K kids, I feel sorry for you. You will never experience what it was like to be...
Okay, you beautiful passengers, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck. And yes, last reaction that I did for Rwby, I don't know why I called it Rwby. Sometimes when I'm talking to the wife, that's what I call it because the spelling's a little weird. And if I was to tell her that's how it's pronounced, then she would be like, but it's spelled Rwby. How's it Ruby? It just kind of is. It's kind of a little odd explaining some of the aspects of this show to her. But nonetheless, yes, I watched Chapter 3 before I watched Chapter 2 of Volume 4 because the site that I get these episodes from, they had it mixed up and I wasn't diligent enough to actually check behind myself. And then after I set the premiere, it turned out that when I looked at the episode title to put that on, with the title for the, reaction, it turned out that it was Chapter 3. So I was like, oh, darn it. Now I got to change some stuff around and scramble around a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Let's just roll with it anyway. And Chapter 2, Volume 4 is what we are about to watch now. Now, in the playlist, I'm going to keep it the way it is because that's the order that I watched them in. So, if you're in the Volume 4 playlist for Rwby, that is why you see Chapter 1, then Chapter 3, then Chapter 2, because I got Chapter 2 and 3 mixed up, and don't worry, we are on Chapter 2 this time. I know we are for a fact. It is entitled Remembrance, I believe, and yeah. That is literally all I got this time because I just got done watching an episode of Infinity Train, episode 2 of book 3. So it's one of those nights where it's starting to get a little warm in here already, so I need to shut my mouth, chill out, calm down, and cool myself off as I watch this show. So instead of, because I don't want to get to that point where I'm pouring sweat, and that would just be awkward, honestly. So yeah, let's do this. Let's watch this episode of Rwby Volume 4 Chapter 2 in 3, 2, 1 and play. Oh yeah, and this intro again, I've already said it with y'all before though, because in Chapter 3 this is where I said they're all going off in their own directions. Blake's going to Minstrel. That's what I found out earlier in Chapter 3. Rwby, of course, she's going where she's going with them. I do want to get some more of Crow, but right here, Weiss just seems upset right there. I want to know why, though, so that's why we're watching this. So, and now, I'm going to quit paying attention to the intro for a moment. Now, I understand. See, at the end of episode 1 or chapter 1, I thought that we were going to get a Weiss episode at the end of chapter 1 because of the way it ended. And I thought it was going to lead into the next episode. But then we started with Blake and I was like, what the heck? And now I know why, because wrong chapter I was watching. But if Chapter 1 was any indication, I'm believing that we're going to have a Weiss episode after this, because at the end of Chapter 1 is where, the butler came in and told Weiss, hey, your dad wants to see you and talk with you. And it's like, okay. Hey, I was right. It's a bit of a white episode. Well, Weiss episode. But there is a lot of white in this. Come on.
Good afternoon, sister.
Sister?
A pleasure to see you out of your room for a change.
Whoa, I didn't know you even
Whitley.
had a brother.
You're in a cheery mood today.
Huh.
Klein made crepes for breakfast.
I haven't had a
What do you
crepe in a
want?
long time.
I heard Father shouting with someone in his study earlier.
Mother?
No, she's already drinking in the garden.
I
I think it was a man.
It's one of those kind of
I just
families.
wanted to warn you. I heard he had asked to speak.
they're rich and whatnot like that, but
I'll be fine.
the mom's an alcoholic, the dad's abusive.
You're strong.
I see it's one of those families.
You never liked Winter.
True. But you can't deny her resolve.
You know, I don't like her brother.
You seem different.
And you've been gone. I'll have you know I didn't stop growing while you were away at Beacon. Anyway, good luck with Father.
Thank you.
That seemed like a sarcastic good luck with Father, though. Oh, a family portrait, huh? Okay. Interesting that she has a brother. Oh, it's Rwby. I didn't know who was dreaming just then. I heard a bunch of muffled noises, and then I heard Jean.
So the next town is...
I've really got to keep it in my head that this is chapter 2, not chapter 3.
We're not lost. The next town is Shion. My family used to visit it all the time.
Oh yeah, don't you have like 4 sisters?
7.
You know that actually
What's wrong with that, Rwby?
Wait, what do you mean?
So, what did you guys do
Oh,
there?
Oh, all sorts of stuff.
Nora. Talking about that explains a lot.
And over here is where we went camping.
You know, I had 2
I got my own
sisters,
tent
and my
because
whole
I
family was
special.
nothing but a bunch of girls growing up. It was just me and my cousin Jesse,
Didn't like the
who were the only
Yeah, they
boys
just
of the
kept doing
family
good
for the
things, but
longest
personally, I think
time.
more of a
Nothing
warrior's
wrong with
tale.
growing up with a bunch of girls.
That's just a ponytail.
I stand by what I said.
I heard that music in the background as well, when they said that's just a ponytail. You sneaky little people over there at the Rwby. Okay.
There could be survivors.
Over here.
A huntsman.
What happened? Who killed all of these people?
Bandits.
Bandits, huh?
The whole tribe.
I don't think it was bandits.
With all the panic.
I think it was Salem's crew.
All right, we can get him to the next village and try to find a doctor there.
Yeah, Red and I can take turns carrying him.
I don't know if he'll make it.
He will. He has to.
If we get going now, his chances will be better. I can run ahead and look for help.
Guys.
He's gone.
Should we bury him?
We should go. It's not safe here.
Then
Wow, Ren.
it'll be okay.
I'm just tired of losing everything.
So we got a symbol, huh?
I'm not talking about the good
Interesting.
of my company. I'm talking about the good of Atlas, our entire kingdom.
That is a load of garbage, and you know it.
I beg your pardon.
Jacques, will you please just hear me out?
Okay, so you said Jacques.
You are a trusted friend
Huh.
and ally to this family, James.
I wonder
What you're suggesting
what
is
kind of
absurd.
name that
You are
means.
blowing it out of proportion.
Jacques.
The council will never agree to it.
Jacques
Forget.
Cousteau?
I hold 2 seats
I don't know.
on the council.
Your
No.
dust embargo has
He's no
already
Jacques
cost me
Cousteau.
millions. I can promise you I have not forgotten.
So this is about you.
You wanted to speak to her.
Miss Schnee, my apologies. I should have been gone by now.
It's okay.
We'll continue this at another time.
Klein can show you out.
Don't worry, I know the way.
It's just, oh, he's been there plenty of other
Until
times
next
by a
time,
statement like that.
Please know, you'll always have a home at Atlas Academy, Mishni. We'll be back in session before you know it.
Hmm.
Did you forget your manners while you were away?
Did you forget yours, dude?
No, Father. I'm sorry.
Can you believe there are still people in the world that blame Atlas for what happened to Beacon? To Vale?
Well, they weren't there.
To wonder Ironwood wasn't stripped of his rank. I suppose the Council trusts him, for better or worse.
I trust him.
I'm still on the fence.
Thanks to him,
I don't know if I
Atlas
trust
is
him yet or
forbidden
not.
from exporting dust to other kingdoms. A precautionary measure, as he puts it, until we're certain no one is going to declare war. How anyone could possibly find that to be sound logic is beyond
That's a good point.
Which is why
The Great
Schnee
War
Dust
is
Company
considered
will be
like
holding
World
a
War
charity
One in our
concert in the
time,
coming
so
weeks.
would they
We
happen
need
to
to show
have
the people
a
Brendan that
Great
we
War
are
II
on their
happening
side.
soon?
That we are
Y'all are
all
on Volume
victims
8.
of the
Y'all
fall
know.
of
I
Beacon.
don't.
That's wonderful news.
I know. And I think it would make a lot of people happy. if
I'm
you
gonna have to figure out what that
performed
wonderful
event.
news was, because of course y'all know me. I was running my mouth.
Many forget that you were there. My own daughter, a Schnee, on the grounds defending another kingdom. We need to remind them. And we need to show them that the Schnee family is just as strong as ever.
Are you asking me if I'd like to sing or telling me?
I think it would make a lot of people happy.
He's telling you.
I'll start practicing.
That's my girl.
Hot coffee, Miss Schnee? I always find he keeps his study.
The butler of the family. Nice.
Thank you, Klein.
Klein. Okay.
You know what I think?
I think it's to balance out all his hot air.
Klein?
Yeah, but Klein, he's the butler of the family, so of course he's going to be a little bit more down to earth.
Ah, there's my happy little snowflake.
Thank you, Klein.
Alright, where are we going to now? Oh, it's another dream. Hera saying Jean. Huh. That's interesting. Huh? Where is Jean? Huh. He did say earlier that he was tired of losing everything. I wonder what he's got going on. Because that was a village his family used to visit a lot too. So he's kind of like upset. Because, of course, his family, you know, a village.
All right, Sean. Just like we practiced. Follow these instructions. Shield up. Keep your grip tight. Don't forget to keep your front foot forward. Ready? Go. Again.
Oh.
And again.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting little gust of wind from his sword.
You aren't cheating. We can take a break.
Oh, wow.
I know this can be frustrating. And it can feel like so much effort to progress such a small amount. But I want you to know that I'm proud of you. I've never met someone so determined to better themselves. You've grown so much since we started training. And I know this is just the beginning. Jean, I want you to know that I'm just happy to be a part of your life. I'll always be here for you, Jean.
Wow.
All right, Jean. Just like we practiced. Follow these instructions. Shield up. Keep your grip tight.
How did we rewind that without touching it?
To keep your front foot forward. Ready? Go. Again.
Maybe it's just on autoplay or something and it just rewound by itself. I don't know. I thought these were like our smartphones and you had to actually physically touch them. Okay, so that is obviously quite the emotional ending for Jean. Yes, he had Pyrrha, and I really don't know what to say to it because it's just kind of a sad ending. It's, you know, I'd like to end on a positive note, but I do know that this season, a lot of y'all told me, is the season that Monty wasn't around and had no involvement in. And, you know, he's, you know, it's a little bit heavy-handed on the... I think that these are my words, not y'all's, by the way. This season is a little heavy-handed, and this is the kind of words that I'm getting from it. It's a little heavy-handed on the whole Monty has passed sort of thing. And they're kind of using, I think, for me, I think they're kind of using Pyrrha as a placement holder for Monty in this, you know, season, it feels like. Because, you know, she died in the last season, and he died in between seasons, and she's kind of the placeholder for everyone to kind of be in remembrance of him, and using her as a figurehead for that. Hopefully what I said didn't come out all jumbled up and stuff like that, and it came out proper. I think y'all get what I'm trying to say, though. It was interesting seeing that gust of wind come from the sword and stuff like that, so I don't know, maybe there's something there. Now I'm just kind of, I was wrong on his semblance, of course, because usually I am wrong when I, you know, try to think and analyze stuff. But, you know, now with y'all saying it's hinted to and stuff like that, but it ain't hinted to for a while. And I know someone said that I possibly have already seen it a little bit. And I just, you know, if I'm not looking, I'm not going to see it. Now I'm kind of wondering, now, you know, with Jean, I'm kind of like now looking for instances of, could that be it? Or could that be it? And it's like, I need to kind of get that out of my head and kind of just not look at that stuff. Because when I seen that gust of wind, I was kind of thinking to myself, oh, maybe there's something to that. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Of course, we got Weiss and her dad and her father issues and his control issues. We find out that, you know, her mother's an alcoholic. She was drinking in the garden. Was it the garden? I think it was. But if we find out she got a brother, I didn't know. Well, I probably knew about the brother in a previous chapter or volume, but I probably didn't pay it no attention because it was like, it was in the background. It didn't really matter. So, yeah. We got all of that. He told her to go. She's going to be singing, so we're going to get some vocals from Weiss, I'm presuming, here soon. Yeah, and then there's that village burnt down. Overall, this was a pretty... It's pushing forward more character development is what it's doing. And I was also told that this season / volume, because I got to get that in my head, that these are volumes, not seasons. I was also told that these volumes, these volumes are more, this volume is more of a character growth volume than a big overarching story. There's a story, but, you know, more about the character growth. So, we're getting a lot of character growth in this one. And, yeah, we didn't hear nothing about Yang, though. And yeah. I remember Yang was in chapter 3, so that was a good thing. So I've seen Rwby, of course. Then we have Weiss, Blake, Yang. Okay, so I've seen all 4 of them within the first 3 chapters of this, and if I was going to screw up and watch a chapter before the previous chapter, like I did by accident, then this was the time to do it, definitely, because these 2 episodes really don't coincide together or nothing like that. So cool beans. I guess since I've already watched chapter 3, I will see y'all in the next chapter, which will be chapter 4 of volume 4. So with that said, it is now up to y'all. I'm passing it off to y'all. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe, don't be texting and driving, and as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.